The crisis between Russia and Ukraine isn't abating despite calls from world leaders for an end to the dispute. Evacuation of residents in Mariupol have again been halted as at least 3 persons were killed as residents fled the town of Irpin near Kyiv. Both sides are trading blames for breaking the ceasefire as the shelling continues. The United Kingdom nations estimates that more than 1.5 million persons have now fled Ukraine into neighboring countries. We have more in this report.
Hopes of establishing a humanitarian corridor out of the besieged city of Mariupol have been dashed for the second day running amid ongoing hostilities. This is as Russia and Ukraine are accusing each other of violating the ceasefire. An estimated 200,000 people are trapped in the key Ukrainian port city, but City Council says the evacuation attempt was not possible because of the continuous bombardment by Russian forces. Irpin is a city about 20 kilometers from Kyiv and one of the regions where clashes between Russia and Ukraine forces are underway. The town is being battered by artillery and airstrikes because it lies on the path of Russian troops trying to advance on Kyiv. Footage from Irpin shows civilians trying desperately to escape amid the ongoing bombardment. Civilians have been fleeing across the destroyed bridge that was blown up by Ukrainian forces to prevent a Russian advancement on Kyiv. According to UN Refugee Agency, more than 1.5 million people have fled Ukraine in the last 10 days. About 1 million of this number have gone to Poland.
A crisis escalating so fast since the Second World War. That's a long time. Because of course in Europe there have been many refugee crises, including in the Balkans with the Bosnian wars, but it was a longer period of time. Now it's 10 days, 1.5 million in 10 days. So this is a major refugee crisis, which happens, by the way, when many other refugee crises in other parts of the world continue. But now, of course, a lot of attention is here because it's happening, like, I don't know if any of you sees in the back, the people that are moving into Poland, desperate to flee from insecurity and risk and war.
Ukraine says 11,000 Russian troops have been killed so far, but Russia puts this figure at a much lower figure of 498. In the meantime, President Zelensky has reiterated his call for NATO to close the airspace on Ukraine. He claims the bombardment of Russian missiles destroyed a civilian airport at Vinnytsia in central Ukraine on Sunday.
Щойно мені доповіли про ракетний удар по Вінниці. 8 ракет. Ракетний удар. Жорсткий, цинічний, повністю зруйнований аеропорт. Ми повторюємо кожного дня: закрити небо над Україною, закрити для всіх російських ракет, для російської бойової авіації.
As the number of civilian casualties rise in the face of explosive weapons and shelling from heavy artillery, missiles and airstrikes, Ukrainian men are having to say goodbye to their loved ones while they sign up to join other growing resistance and invasion.